I positively decided we were going to get married at the earliest opportunity, and I don't want to hear any arguments. So that's final.
Perfect way to start that. Ladies and gentlemen, my fellow alcohol enthusiasts, welcome to the desert, where I just realized I should have brought my glasses, sunglasses that is, as well as a hat. But I'm not out far. Matter of fact, if I turn around, I'm just right over there. But I almost moved out here, or these are some of the places I was considering moving to. This is the Verano, kind of the Verano area. If those who know where and who are in the know in Phoenix, this is, I think, part of the White Tanks. So also be interesting to see how this mic handles the wind. But yeah, just out here, decided, I was gonna go for a bit of a hike, but as previously mentioned, I do not have protective sunglasses or a hat, but they're all just in there. I just have to walk back there, but that's too far to walk back just to then go walk a mile this way. But this is beautiful country. So I kind of just came here on a whim, not knowing how to get here even. But now that I'm here, I'm going to see about popping up the drone and maybe getting some aerial shots. Hopefully, before someone shoots it down. The nice thing, and hopefully this mic is working still, about being out in the desert is, you got to go, you just go. So, but yeah, done recording. At least I hope it records. It was having trouble with the SD card. There's also a bit of a ridge over there that it would get lost behind and lose signal. The nice thing about that is this has a built-in I don't find you up back to the home position. So it's done that a couple times. But now the White Tanks are known, I guess, for having jojobas, which is what these are. And my dad has a bunch of these because they're great. Now, ages ago, much like, pick whatever fashion craze or health craze you can think of currently, the jojoba seed or jojoba oil was very popular at one point. And so there's a big boom, especially back home in Yuma County, of people growing jojobas. But of course, like most fashion crazes, it eventually crashed. Now, the thing is, like I said, jojobas grow out here in the White Tanks naturally. So a lot of the jojoba fields back home, which were abandoned, are still growing because they're a desert plant. So it's great for deer hunters like my dad and stuff, because you can just go out to the jojoba fields and, the deers would just be sitting there chilling, eating all the jojobas. Dad's been growing those for a while. The funny thing is we didn't realize the jojoba actually has male and female plants. So you actually have to have one of each gender for them to grow. So these might all be female, which is pointless considering on the other side of that mountain is going to be a lot of the others. So, but yeah, I do like that they're also planting greasewoods because I'm just a big fan of greasewoods. I have a couple in my yard. But soon this will be someone's house. He'll be pissed because a lot of people will park here to go hiking on the trails. So, but yeah, one of these days I'll actually wake up and be prepared to go out for the mountain and I'll do footage. What I should have done back when it was raining is go up to the actual tanks where they hold water and you can actually see the waterfall. There's that one year I went to the waterfall, but of course it was empty because it hadn't been raining for years. For months. So, but yeah, I wonder if there's any water in the tanks. So anyways, just a lovely view of, well, this is Buckeye. Well, Verano, Buckeye, whatever you want to call it. And then Phoenix is over there in the distance. Actually over in there somewhere is one of the last nuclear plants that was built in the US, which I definitely don't want to fly my drone next to because I'll be shot down. My drone might not be, but I would be shot down. Time to head home and see if any of that footage works. And also some other stuff I gotta do, you know, live. Anyways, see you at the bar. Some of the footage did take, some of it didn't. You saw what did take. I do have extra SD cards I need to use on that particular drone. Also, I did see other drones I should get. Be nice to get in the future. But anyways, enough about what happened. Let's go about what will happen. I'm gonna roll this dice and see what the future tells. 1. It's a nat 1. Rolled a nat 20, now rolled a nat 1. 2 shots this time. Anyways, 1 is 1. Here we go. 2. Ah, look at that. Now, tomorrow I should be getting a new camera, hopefully. So I'll be able to do this a bit differently. I mean, I might have that over there, this over there, again. But today we are looking at extremely small print. Tennessee Blackberry, or Jack Daniel's Tennessee Blackberry. 35% alcohol by volume, which is, of course, 70 proof. So this is your standard flavor line. Again, Jack Daniel's is 40%. This is 35. So usually it's always a knockdown notch. Fridge dying again. Notch down if you add flavor usually. So especially I think the Jack Catch Fire, or what is it? Jack Fire, I think it's called. Anyways, is I think also about 35%, which is actually pretty good for Jack Daniel's. Hopes for this one. Most of the flavored stuff tends to be Jack Daniel's with an aftertaste. Here's the pour. But we'll see if they did like they did with the fire or the cinnamon. So there you go. Pretty. Oh, now here a cat coming in. Pretty. Actually, a bit darker than some of the stuff we've been shooting lately. Again, the glasses look like they've been drinking Jack Daniel's lately. Here's a smell. It's amazing. I don't smell the whiskey as much in these anymore, but I do smell a bit of the sweet blackberry, or just sweetness. Again, not so much a particular scent as just sweet, sugary, berry smell with a bit of oaky bourbon smell in the background. So, but yeah, so I'm back here again. I did actually, something I didn't film or talk about, I did go see my niece's basketball game here. Brother and wife came down. Got to see her play college ball. So that's good. Again, being able to see the little ones grow up. I had one of those Facebook reminders that we did a fun run 10 years ago when she was 9. One of those foam color ones. And now she's 19. So here's to growing up and watching others do the same. Cheers. Ooh. Ooh. Much like getting older, that was an experience. Okay. So, whew, warmth in the chest, by the way. Again, spoiler for the end. It goes in, and it hits you with a light bourbon taste, feel. But there's blueberry, or is it blueberry, blackberry? Blackberry. It's in there. The sweetness, berry taste is in there. Now, as it goes down, though, that's where you get the best tasting part. And it's actually as advertised. It's Jack Daniel's with a bit of blueberry taste to it. Blackberry. I'm going to say that every time. Anyways, with a berry taste. Just a generic berry taste. So sweet, sugary, a little bit of Jack Daniel's. Nice mixture there. It's not rough as it goes down. There's a quick flush of warmth up the nose. And then as it goes down, you do have the burn throughout. But as soon as it goes down, that's when the berry taste leaves. And then you're left with the oak, I guess is supposed to be the taste. The oaky bourbon taste afterwards, which again, to me isn't pleasant. If you like it, it'd be good for you. But to me, I'm not a fan of it. Just kind of lingers there in the background. But then as a reminder of better times, you get a bit of a berry taste again, but then back to oaky wood taste. So it is as advertised as it goes down. You get both Jack and Blackberry. It's just afterwards, you're left with just Jack. So take that as you mean it. You heard what I said. Take that as you want, is what I mean. If you like Jack, what's wrong with you? No. Burp tasted like berries, by the way. Anyways, if you like Jack and Jim and the, kind of bourbon oaky taste, it's going to be fine for you. It's that light with a little bit of berry sweetness to it. So it's what you like with sweetness on it. Otherwise, it is a very mild bourbon taste. I can't remember Gentleman Jack, how good I liked that. But anyways, the flavor is good. You mix that with basically anything. Again, Jack and Coke, you're just going to taste the berry sweetness mixed in with your, actually, that'd be really good with I just did a yesterday with the, when I was live streaming. Dr. Pepper Blackberry would go perfectly with this also, because it'll overstep any of the bourbon. Hi, Cat. Where are you up to?
Planning your death.
I'm over here.
Yes, I'm aiming the gun.
Hi. Yes, back here.
If I had thumb, I would already pulled the trigger.
He looks very confused. Anyways, that Dr. Pepper Blackberry would blend great with this, because the Dr. Pepper part would easily wipe out what little bourbon taste there was, and it would synchronize well with the blackberry sugary taste that that soda has. If you want just Pepsi, Coke, that'd be perfect. Just add a little bit of berry sweetness to it. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how to taste in, say, an old fashioned or anything like that, but that is a good mixing bourbon, because the bourbon itself, not as pronounced, and it has a little bit of sweetness to it. So it's just again, to me, the aftertaste of the oaky, light bourbon, I'm not a fan of. I prefer the Irish or Canadian whiskeys when it comes to whiskeys in general. So, which is funny. Again, I don't like grain. I don't like, what is it? Rye whiskeys. And I don't like bourbons. This is my favorite whiskey, which is done Scottish, but also bourbon style. And it's made with grain, or rye. I think it's made with rye. But yeah, El Dorado. And it's also 92% proof. If it'd be 92%, that'd be... Anyways, that's what that one over there is. That's about 98% alcohol, I think. What did I say? I can't remember. I'm going to eat. It's late. Like I said, I just got back from watching basketball and flying my drone. And now it's more prepared to do other stuff. But hopefully tomorrow I'll have more cameras. Got to go see my doctor. It's the usual stuff. Fun stuff. Anyways, all that aside, have you experienced aging? No. I'm about to say, what do you do with your free time? I mean, like I said, I like to go out hiking, play video games, etc., etc. Because again, this is that kind of holiday season where we have supposedly, hopefully, capitalist hell we live in. Anyways, no, you're supposed to have some time off. What do you do with that time off in winter? Because again, what you do with time off in summer versus winter is different. Now, of course, I'm talking about Northern Hemisphere. Down in Australia, you're probably avoiding the sun. Here, we're avoiding the cold. Actually, I literally just had to do my, I just got out my heaters for the first time this year, because it finally got cold enough, quote unquote, for me to bring out my heaters. Now, again, it's only 50 degrees Fahrenheit out there. So I'm a wuss. I'm from Arizona. winter's what we stay and suffer through summer for, to live here. But anyways, what winter activities do you like to do in your free time is what I'm getting to in a very drunk and a roundabout way. How about you, Sammy? What do you do during winter?
Évitez le contact visuel avec vous.
Anyways, all that aside, comment down below, like, subscribe, slap that bell, give it a little tickle. And otherwise, I'll see you next time, which should be tomorrow. So until then, have a nice day. See you later. Bye.